To give you a better idea of what we do, I'm going to take you inside a Project Lead classroom. I'd like to introduce a few of Ms. Martinez's students from Nevin Elementary School. They will perform a skit based on our first Project Lead lesson, an overview of the criminal justice system. Would you all come out, students, and join us?
We learned a lot of things in Lead. We learned about the legal system, for example, the major rules in a trial. All rise. The case of People versus Martinez is before the court. The Honorable Zuniga presiding.
I decide whether the defendant is guilty or not. Order in the court.
The court is now in session. At a trial, the prosecutor presents first.
The evidence will show that the defendant is guilty.
The prosecutor calls witnesses and asks questions.
Tell me, Maria, when did you notice the car was missing?
The defense attorney can ask questions of these witnesses too.
You don't know whether the defendant intended to keep the car, do you?
After the prosecution has called all its witnesses, the defense can call witnesses. When the trial ends, each attorney makes a closing statement. They go over the evidence and present their final arguments.
He did it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did.
In this case, it's up to the judge to decide the case. For the defendant to be guilty, the prosecutor must prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. If a reasonable doubt exists, the defendant is not guilty.
I will now announce the verdict. The defendant is guilty. Order in the court.
If the defendant is found guilty, there is a sentencing hearing. The prosecutor recommends a sentence. The defense attorney usually argues for a lower sentence.
The defendant should serve a full year in prison, 3 to 6 months, Your Honor.
The judge decides on a sentence based on the law and the person convicted.
The defendant is sentenced 1 year in jail. Order in the court.
The criminal case may not end here. The offense may appeal to another court. This court is called an appeals court. The offense may claim that
the trial was not fair. Oh, yes, it was.
Or the offense may claim that mistakes were made.
No, there weren't.
The offense attorney and prosecutor will present arguments to the appeals court. If the defense wins the appeal, there may have to be another trial.
Order in the court.
In addition to learning about the legal system, we learned many other things.
All right. I guess that's my cue. I was waiting. Madam Prosecutor, would you look at the audience and tell them your name and how old you are?
I am Leslie Nahera and I'm 11 years old.
All right. Madam Judge, Your Honor, please tell us your name and your age.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Zuniga and I am 11 years old.
Mr. Defense Attorney, would you please tell us your name and your age?
Hi, my name is Ricardo Gonzalez and I am 10 years old.
And Mr. Bailiff, and also he did narrator duty, and he did a great job. He had 2 roles. Would you tell us your name and your age?
My name is Andrew Martinez, and I am 10 years old.
All right. So I'll start. I'm going to ask each of you one question and the same question for all of you, okay? So starting with the bailiff, you've been in Project Lead all year. What have you learned as a result of your Project Lead studies?
We learned about bullying and how to prevent it.
Okay. What did you learn, Mr. Defense Attorney?
About drugs and not to do them.
All right. And Judge?
We learned the consequences of breaking the law.
And Madam DA?
How to handle peer pressure.
All right. Great lessons. Stay right there. Stay right there. I want you to know, just stay right there, because you're cute, and I want you to stay right there so we can enjoy you, okay? So, I just want to say on a personal level, my favorite time when I was able to do this was spending time with the kids, because no matter how bad my day was going, whenever I had time to spend with my class, it always changed my perspective. Project Lead actually has an incredible milestone. Last year, a prosecutor from Montreal translated our curriculum into French, and he's having us back there in October for a press conference because they're going to spread this program to all French-speaking countries. And that was a major milestone and a dream for us in Constitutional Rights Foundation. You are helping us spread this throughout the world. I want to thank you and thank your parents, because without good parents, you wouldn't be where you are. And each one of these kids had a parent or a teacher follow them in here tonight. I want to thank you, CRF, for your continued commitment to Project Lead. I love you guys. You had me at hello. Please thank these kids.